So my name is Christy Lani, and I had a hysterectomy on January 23rd, 2019. And as of today, it is my 8-week post-op. So when I went to the hospital, at 6:30 in the morning for my hysterectomy, a partial. I got my uterus taken out and my cervix. So I left the hospital about 4:30 in the afternoon. So I was there only not even a full day. So I came home, of course, painful. My niece helped me for 2 weeks, about 3 weeks almost. She helped me. So I did go back to work 2 weeks. So my doctor said it's okay for me to go to work at 2 weeks. Ladies, let me tell you, for my story and my experience, it was so hard to go back to work at 2 weeks. I'm a full body waxer, so I'm standing on my feet all day long and I'm ripping wax off of people. Ladies, it was a struggle to go back to work at that second week. I went back to work 2 days and I just was struggling so hard. So I had to get a few more days off, but it totaled up to at least a week. And still then it was really hard. I would say at least the 4th week, it was when I started feeling a little bit better. I guess for some people it takes longer. I'm about 47 years old, and I don't know, like, my body was not like okay at 2 weeks. Definitely not. It was a struggle, girls. So by the 4th week, I felt a little bit better working. So like right now, I'm okay working. I feel like nothing, like maybe others can go back to work at 2 weeks, but not me. It was a struggle, ladies. I was getting pale. I wanted to pass out. It was hard. But only now I'm starting to feel better, and it's about 8 weeks already. So I guess everybody's different. But yeah, that's my advice to you. Make sure that your body can tolerate going back to work or graduate. And then I think it was like the 3rd or 4th week when I was working, then I started to have pain in my lower back on the right side. And my doctor's like, oh, I'm not worried about it. You know, if it continues, then maybe you gotta go do some physical therapy. But I'm like, I don't want to do physical therapy. You know, I'm just like, over it. But it's the pain in the lower back. It stopped, so I'm glad. But the only place that I'm having pain still, or is in my belly button. If I press down on it, it feels really hard. It feels weird. So I just gotta show my doctor that. But that's the only place that was really red, was the belly button. And they did a laparoscopic hysterectomy, so they just had cut a few places in my stomach, so about 3 places. And like right after, when I came home from the hospital, I'm sorry this story is all around, but it's just whatever comes to my mind, I'm gonna talk about it. So after I came home from the hospital, it's like, I guess my throat was sore from the tube being down. I had to sleep at like elevated, because it felt like I could feel myself not breathing, like I guess it was swollen back there. So it's like I had a hard time for, I think, the first 3 days. It was like that. And that's when I really had to take all my medication. The pain meds was the first 3 days. It was really sore, but I just started to take Motrin around the clock, and that kind of helped the rest of the way. And yeah, I wish I knew this stuff before I had the surgery, so I know that I could rest more before I go to work, because that was So my advice to you is to make sure that, if you're not ready in 2 weeks, don't go back to work. Your body needs to recover and rest. But I have to work, so I just push myself to go, even though I was in pain. But sometimes you just can't, your body needs to rest. But I'm better now. I pushed through all that, so it's okay, I guess, now. But Yeah, but that's about it. I think just for the working part, it was a struggle. Maybe if you're like sitting on your desk, minimal work, it might be okay to go back at 2 weeks. Plus, I do catch public transportation, so I catch the bus, and that's something you got to take into consideration too. Like if you drive, maybe that might be easier on your body instead of walking to the bus stop, and walking all over the place. That kind of. Alright, I'm gonna end here. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so that kind of played a part in the struggling too, I guess, the walking to the bus stop and stuff, because it takes a toll on your body, so maybe if you're like driving yourself and you sitting at the desk, maybe that might be an easier time for you to go back to work. Like for me, it was very hard. Yeah, so I hope this helped someone. I just wanted to share my story about going back to work after my hysterectomy. And if you have any questions, I'll try and see if I can answer them. Or if you have any tips for me, it's great to talk to people that did have an hysterectomy, And I think like maybe the third week, I just started feeling really depressed, but I got out of that. Good thing I didn't take my ovaries out, or I would have been in menopause. I'm glad. Okay, so I'm gonna end here. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.